Sorry, good evening, ma'am.
No, good evening. Okay, right. All right, let's begin.
Yes, ma'am, but no one has joined.
Muskan, I'm not able to join. She has exam today. Okay. And rest everybody, I don't know. Yeah, everybody's saying they will join in 5-10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. ना mock session ही करना था हमने. Let's do so. Whether your presentation is ready, so let's take your presentation first.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then we
Yes,
will do
ma'am.
mock session. Yeah, at least then people will be able to see on
Yes, ma'am.
record what we have done.
Okay, so I need to share my
Yeah, I'll
screen.
just
No?
share the multiple parts. Yeah, so now you can share the screen.
Okay, I'll have to take this one, right? Yeah. Are you able to see my screen, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, with the first two part like this, go to coaching style and goal setting, I have prepared this PPT, ma'am. So, shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, please do that.
Okay. So coaching style and goal setting, that was my topic. And as per the assignment, that is, we have to take one common disease and one uncommon diseases. So I have taken the common diseases. Okay. I have just written it wrongly. It's a common disease. What we have taken is diabetic. So I'm using for the goal settings. Why do we need to goal the setting? I think we have learned a lot, which enables the importance and more chance choices of how to help the person who have come to us to that is decrease their disease or try to understand them and make them all right. That is. So now,
Okay.
when I take about common disease, I'm taking diabetes as a common disease. So in it, I'm taking the option as SMART, right? SMART professional goal setting. I'm taking it. So SMART here it is. What is SMART? It is the S mean for specific. So what is specific? Make your goals specific. Yes, yeah. And 1 second, ma'am, I'll take this. Okay. So the goal should be specific of for whatever you take. So and you have to describe the goal in the specific, and it can be a broad objective of what you're going to do. So first, let me in the specific, it is control diabetes by diet control and proper medicine. That is my goal. That is my specific goal for this common disease. I have diabetes. And next one is measurable. So once I'm setting the goal, what is my goal and what I have to do, I'm going for the evaluation. So how to evaluate, how the action will be taken to measure it. So the action which I have updated is testing blood glucose level periodically. That is by which I'm going to measure the action. That is the action I'm going to take. The next is achievable. So what is achievable? After writing the specific goal and evaluating how I'm going to do that, I'm going to serve the objective for it. So what my achievable is asked to try new dishes with less sugar, giving some asanas, walking 30 minutes. I'm giving some walking, this one, moderate physical activities and some meditation practice. That is the measure of how my objective for the diabetes, how to go, I'm going to treat it. Next is realistic. So what I need to do is I need to say even go see that it is relevant. Whatever I'm doing, or whatever I'm advising, or I'm giving the details, it should be relevant. So it relates directly to the professionals that needs to be improved. So I'm in this realistic. I'm just checking whether it is relevant. So I'm modification. I'm just checking it is relevant. I'm modifying the physical activities or asanas, whatever is necessary. If I have to change, or if it is, I need to change it, modify it, and I'm going to give it to the person. The next was I'm going to fix a timeline. So after doing all this, what is my timeline to resolve this, or what is the timeline to that is eradicate this? Whoever came to me is how I'm going to eradicate the. What is the time for eradicating that problem? So it is a timeline, and for working towards the goal, and how long it takes to meet the that is how to do this. So my time bound in this is 6 months.
Okay.
I have decided in 6 months I will be able to do with all this achievable. How I'm going to do this? What are the asanas I'm going to do? I'm going to give. And how I'm going to treat, and how I'm going to keep the walking, and everything on based on all that. I'm deciding that in 6 months of time I will be able to make it, or I'll be able to at least. What to say? At least I can reduce it by somewhat in a reasonable manner. This is my goal for 6 months. So that is for common disease and for diabetes that I have taken. Now let us move to the uncommon disease which I have taken, and the uncommon disease I have taken is Alzheimer's. So Alzheimer's, it is let me explain what is Alzheimer's first. Alzheimer's is a disease that is in the brain, which destroys the memory and thinking skill of an individual.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, thinking skill of the individual, and carry out this whatever he can do whatever a person can do in a general in everyday life, which he is struggling to do. That is Alzheimer's. So I'm taking that uncommon disease, and I'm taking the goal setting as grow model. So grow model. What is grow model? First, the G represents goal. So what is my goal? What I'm going to achieve it? What is my goal to what I want to achieve and make it as a goal? So my goal for this disease is to improve the quality of life for the person suffering, enhance cognition, mood, and the behavior of the person. Next, I'm going to that is the goal I have set for recognizing the person. Next is the reality. So reality is reality is examining what is happening now. This is a very important step in goal setting. We will try to solve a problem or reach a goal without considering the starting point. Sometimes that's what we will do. Some information, one day when we understand what is the reality, then only the solution can be given. Then only we can decide what is the solution, or how to start treating the particular person. So here, reality, I'm taking this due to complex changes occurring in the brain. People with Alzheimer's disease may see or hear things that have no basis in reality. This is hallucination. Hallucination is nothing but it is a perception that something has happened, but which is not there. That is hallucination. So that is the reality. In that reality, the person will be there who has affected Alzheimer's. The person will be in that stage. We have to understand that is the reality of the particular situation. So next is the obstacles. So what are the obstacles? So obstacles here I'm doing is I'm exploring the options. What are them? So once the current reality has been found out and explored, it is time to it is time to find out what is how I'm going to reach the problem, how I'm going to solve it. So here obstacles is physical discomfort caused by an illness or medication, overstimulation from a loud or overactive environment, inability to recognize familiar places, faces, or things, difficulty completing simple tasks or activities, inability to communicate effectively. These are the obstacles which we will be that is having from the diseased person. So now the last one is wrap up or will. What is that? It is establishing the will. Now we will have a good idea of how to achieve the goal, because excuse me.
Have some water. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am.
Take a breath. Yeah.
Yeah. So now understanding all this, know how to treat the person. Now we'll have a good understanding of the current situation and the reality. So we are going to explore the options in the wrap up. So involve the person in activities. Try using art, music, or other activities to help engage the person and divert attention away from the anxiety. Calming phrases such as "You are safe here," "I'm sorry that you are upset," and "I will stay until you feel better." Let the person know you are there. That's what I have updated in the wrap up. Right? That is what I'm going to do in the wrap up stage. So this is my setting for the Alzheimer's disease. This is the one uncommon disease. The second uncommon disease I have taken is encephalitis. Encephalitis immune disorder is also the same. It's also like kind of Alzheimer's, but it is inflammation on the brain. It's caused by irritation or allergic, or that is the person will be irritated, or how can we say, that is and cannot be relieved with the situation, or the sufferings cannot be relieved with the painkillers or something. It's a mental phase such as confusion or irritability, problems with nerve function including weakness, and sometimes it leads to paralysis also on one side or something. So that is encephalitis, what I'm referring to here. So hence it is as it is mental problem actually. Okay, one second, ma'am. It is a mental disease, so you will have a lot of irritation on the what to say on the day-to-day life. That is what normally the person will feel. So I am taking a coaching technique here for the clear model. The clear model. I'm taking the clear model. So the clear model, the first is the contract. So here the contract is we have to discuss with the person, with the person who is suffering, and we have to finalize what we are going to do, and what is the disease, how we are going to, how many sessions we are going to take. So we are going to come into a contract. That is controlling the disease factor. What we are going to do, that is to be updated in the contract side. Next is listen. Listening is a very important factor here. So after contracting, the coach will ask more questions in relation to the chosen area of focus, and starts questioning the what to say the questioning the person. And ultimate thing is he has to listen to what the person talks. Whatever the questions you have asked, he is going to tell you what is his current situation, or what he is facing, what he is facing at that present. So the coach has to be very listening, has to be very keen and listen to what the customer, what the other person say, and listen to it. It's a very important task here. Then the thing is explore. And then give me 2 minutes, ma'am. 1 second. The water is flowing. I'll just stop it and come. Sorry. 2 minutes.
Sure. So Muskan, your PPT is ready?
Mine is ready, but I don't have the laptop right now.
Okay. So from phone it will not work?
No, ma'am, it is in the laptop.
Okay. So you share the PPT on mail. I'll share it from here. You can give presentation.
But it is in the laptop. I don't have the laptop.
Oh, you don't have. Okay, okay.
Sorry, ma'am.
No problem. Yeah.
Actually, the construction is going on, so I could not hear anything. That's why. So next comes the
Action.
So listening. So listening, what I have updated is listening what is important to the patient's health, and what has been getting in the way. What is a specific health goal? What will help them reach their goals, including addressing the preparation, barriers, or measures of success. That's what I have updated in the listen. That is the important aspect. Next, we are coming to the explore. After coming into a contract and listening what the other person is saying, the explore. What is explore? Is the facts should be very clear. We have to start to probe in line with the approach of the coaching section. Here, the coach understands their emotional confusion, what they want to change, or what they want that is what they expect from us. So he's exploring. So open questions are asked based on the current disease, and exploring what are the things we can do as a life coach to eradicate the eradicating the disease and reducing the sufferings from the disease. That's what the explore. So whatever the open-ended questions we have to explore. We have to explore here. That is explore. Then we come to the action. So action is now it is time for the action. So whatever with the after coming into the contract, we listen all this thing, all the that is whatever the other person says or whatever the patients wants to have, or how he has to come out of this. Everything we have analyzed and we have to come to the solution of action now. So what we are going to what we are going to do to make the patient that is comfortable, or how he is going to come out of all this problem. So that is where action stands. So here we are going to advise. The coach has to give him the proper advice, proper guidance of what are the asanas he is going to do, and what he can go for a walk, and how he is going to. There is some coaching, life coaching styles also. So how talking and making the coach what to say, giving some good advice, or anything which is relevant to the disease of the patient, we have to take it into the action. So what I have updated is asked to try new dishes with less sugar, giving more asanas, walking for some minutes, moderate physical activities, and some meditation practices, which will help the person to that is reduces mental tension or suffering. That's what we are going to do in action. So next comes the review. So once we have done all this, see, we have finalized, we have come to the conclusion what he needs, and we are going to deliver what he needs. So then comes the review, that we have to find out whatever we have done, we have to evaluate whether we are going in whether we are going in a right path, or we are deviating from our path. So once we reviewed what are our actions, then we have to change if it is any disturbance or anything it's somewhat not relevant to the subject, relevant to the particular person, we have to remodel or remodify it and give it to the our patients. So the review here is evaluating the session and getting the feedback from the patient, and can even check whether the disease have reduced by measuring, for example, making a blood test. But here for this disease, making a blood test will not work out. But anyway, we can, if it is measurable, we can measure it, or we can find out from the, see if it is a mental tension or mental pressure. When we communicate with our patient, we will be able to know how we can get the feedback, or we will be able to know how much he has made a change in it, how much we have made a change in his life. So that comes the clear model. So thank you for listening. This is what
what is the style? One thing which is left is the style that you are choosing. What is the coaching style that you would like to choose? That's apart from the diseases. In general also, if you remember what was the topic all about, if you remember those styles, you can talk about it right now.
Coaching styles, ma'am.
Autocratic, democratic.
Yeah.
Authenticated.
Okay.
See, that's a very important part of it, because how we speak and when we speak to the clients, a lot of time our style actually decides how the coaching session is going on.
Okay.
And with every patient, and not patient actually, with every client or with every person who comes to us, it's a different kind of style we have to choose every time. So it's very important to know and be aware about that and practice that. That is why that is why this presentation was important. Other things are really good, so the diseases and everything, their discussion, how you're going to go with grow model and with clear model, it's perfectly fine. Now it's time to use all these things in practice.
Yes, ma'am.
So
yes, but the school, yes, we have actually not only in this practice, even in everything what we do. Sometimes, sometimes we reminds about this model, and I'm trying to practice it. I'm not talking about the that is not regarding any person and all. I'm talking about myself when I'm taking some management decision to this helps. So it's a good understanding actually.
It is very easy, even for our day-to-day goals and our lifestyle, we can also use these models. So it's always useful for that. So most of the organizations and some or the other way use these models. at some
Yes,
point in
but
time. So
yes,
SMART goals is very, very common. SMART goals is used extensively, especially for performance management and KPI setting. We generally use it for organization. Other than that, GROW model is also very popular
GROW
model.
model is that's what I remember a GROW model immediately and try to use it in my management. I'm talking about my everyday activities in the office or something. So what is it is I'm not it is missing anything. I'm just doing in a uniform way. Normally what we will do is we will do all the whatever work we have, but sometimes we will miss something, and in the evening when we sleep we will do, oh God, I forgot that I've been so now that and all it's getting now I'm practicing the goal. No, I'm even writing in the diary also.
Right.
So in the morning, if I have time, I will write it. And it was actually in the starting I did this, but now I'm not writing it. I'm telling you, but it was good actually. It's very if we practice it, it's very helpful, ma'am. The only
Very,
thing is
very
the
helpful.
practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are not used to that, so you're not doing it. But if we practice that, it is very helpful.
Slowly, see, the habit takes time to form, so it will be there.
And Archana ma'am, one thing I have to tell you that I told you now, whenever I think of that, I'm getting emotional and all. Now, see, even now I'm getting emotional, but I'm getting tears, but not that much. See, before I could not, if I start thinking about that emotionally, see, whenever in a gap of 2 or 3 minutes, I'll cry. My tears will come in my eyes. Now
Why?
it has reduced. No, I'm talking about this cleaning. This one, ma'am.
Acha,
When we do that. So when I think when we do that exercise, I could not control my emotion, and that day will become waste, and I will full day I'll be thinking of that, and I'll be crying by that. But now, see, it is changing. I'm not saying that I'm not getting tears. I'm getting tears, but I'll be able to change it from that. Change my mood from that. I'll concentrate in some other thing. And that tear stops. I'm not taking it on for the whole day. That's what I'm trying to say.
Good. So slowly it will go. So till the time all these things are in mind, it will be very difficult.
Yes, ma'am. I think Muskan has joined.
Yeah, Muskan and Rakhi is here. Yeah.
Jyoti ma'am, you speak so fast.
Okay.
The fluency is too high. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll reduce. I'll reduce.
No, I'll give you feedback. Like, see, what are the things which are good about your presentation and what are the things which needs working. So, very importantly, the flow is going very good, the way you were explaining, right? Maybe because it was nervousness and you were presenting for the first time here in this particular group. So that's why, because of that nervousness, you were going very fast. So that's
not only because of that, ma'am. Just now I came. I opened. You said you go for the presentation. So maybe that immediately
started. Yeah. So that's nervousness only, and suddenly we have started something. So it takes time. It's perfectly fine. You can work on it. See, the best practice of presenting is done in front of the mirror.
Okay.
Right? Or maybe in front of some audience. So like, if you have your children at home, your husband at home, anybody, whosoever is there, just present this particular topic in front of them so that, it gives you confidence. So when we read out the entire presentation, the way we have to give presentation in terms of, in examination or in front of people, even we have practiced it once, it generally gives us high confidence. Then we will be able to speak out because the flow of thoughts has already started working in the mind. So it's very important that whenever you are presenting something or you are preparing for any topic, not necessarily presentation, maybe an essay competition or debate, anything. So just try and practice in front of somebody. It gives a lot of confidence, right? And obviously, because it's a family member, so they will not judge you, but they will be able to tell you what are the areas you falter.
Yes.
Right? Or maybe you can practice in front of the mirror. That's the best exercise. Even now, even after speaking for almost 18 years in training and development, I still do that. Okay. So if there is a new topic, how I practice it, I generally go sit in front of mirror after my presentation is done. Then I'll at least practice so that whatever things you've not written on the PPT, you have that flow of thoughts readily available in your mind when you are speaking in front of everybody. So it really helps and it really boosts. So it will come slowly. All these things are there, and take pauses in between. Go slow. See, it's a very enjoyable process of giving presentation. Go slow,
Actually,
enjoy
I think
every
I have,
slide. Yeah.
okay, I was overconfident. I think so, because this presentation is useful for, that is, it's gender, what to say. Normally we will take trainings, and also I thought we will do it, but as the subject is different, I'm not able to, I was nervous
Yeah,
actually.
content की बात ही कर रहे हैं, right? So see, obviously you have some work experience, you have working in organizations for a lot many times, so obviously it cannot be that you don't know in the presentation way of making a presentation. But what happens sometimes is because the content is new, because it is a new area, and because of this particular group you are presenting for the first time, so all
First
these
time
things
maybe.
becomes overwhelming. Yeah, so that's
Okay,
all right.
okay,
All these
okay,
things are okay. Yeah.
okay.
Never become too overconfident. See, that is
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I'm saying, that practicing is really very important for anything that we are doing. Right?
Okay.
Especially if it is about audience. Imagine now this video going on YouTube. Right? So after 2-3 years, when your son or daughter is going to watch this, they should feel happy about that. You know, my mother is on YouTube. Yeah, it would have become famous. People would have started liking it. They might be searching for something. You know, so this is how you should prepare. Never take an opportunity just for the sake of it. Prepare, practice, and then come forward. Right? No matter how small that is. So I'm just telling you, it's my own examples that whenever I come for these classes also, right? So take HRM, I take this once. So for these classes also, I prepare at least once.
Okay,
After
okay.
making my PPT, I'll always practice. I'll always create my flow of thoughts, that what are the things that I'm going to speak, and that is the reason why I don't use a paper or a pen or something to use in my classes, right? Because that flow of thought has been practiced earlier.
Yeah,
So that is very
that's what I
important.
thought. The flow will come automatically, because we see the subject is different. No, so I didn't
The
think that
flow was
actually.
good, very good. The flow में कोई problem ही नहीं था. It's just that pauses has to be taken so that people take time to understand and receive.
Okay, okay.
Yeah? So what Muskan is saying basically this is that you were not giving breather for people to understand and grasp.
Okay.
So after one slide, take a breathe, relax, and then start with the next.
Okay, okay.
And bring humor in your presentation. Talk about
Hmm.
various things related to topics. So some simple different things you can bring in, so that
Yes,
the entire group looks good.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Rest everything is good. The pointers, the way you have created the presentation is really nice. I really
Thank
like
you.
it this way.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So Muskan has not prepared. I mean, she's not ready with her presentation. So what are we going to do is we'll do a quick mock session of how the coaching is actually being done. That's what
Give me
we've been
1 minute, ma'am.
asking
I'll
for.
have some water and come, ma'am. 1
Sure.
minute. Thank you.
Rakhi, you're joining from hospital or you're at home?
Yes, ma'am, from hospital, ma'am.
Okay. How's your mother-in-law now?
Ma'am, she's fine right now, but doctor is going to operate her maybe tomorrow.
Fracture happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Where? Which part?
Pelvis.
Oh, pelvis problem. And how old is she? What is
She's
her age?
74 years, ma'am.
Oh.
She's in means too much pain, ma'am. Crying,
I'm
yelling,
sure,
and
yeah. Age is also like that.
yes,
And
ma'am.
she has diabetes?
No, ma'am, just
Acha,
BP problem.
just BP problem, okay. Nothing to do with bones and all, na? Then
No,
she
ma'am.
will recover.
No.
Then it won't be a problem. All right, so you can stop sharing the screen. No?
Yes, ma'am.
You can talk in that then. All right. So let's do the mock session. Are you going to ask questions or how are we going to do this?
Again, ma'am, I'll share my problems. I'll get the solutions also this way.
You have to open your camera.
Arey ma'am, wait.
Oh God.
Where did she go? So we will repeat this mock session tomorrow also, right? Because most likely everybody will be able to join tomorrow morning as well. I would like all of you to prepare some questions. Any problems, any questions that you have, so that it would look like it's a live session going on as a mock session for life coaching particularly. It can be your own problem, or it can be any fiction thing that you have in mind.
So Wednesday we are having one more session, and Saturday and Sunday, ma'am. That's it.
No, Wednesday is one session, and
Thursday,
then
okay.
Saturday is one. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, any day. She's taking time to come in. So in this session and mock session, what I'm going to tell you is how actually the life coaching using yoga and meditation really happens. Right? We will try.
Ma'am, you said you'll be sending some questions, ma'am.
I sent it long time back.
Oh, okay, ma'am. So I didn't see, ma'am.
It's all
Sorry.
in the group. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll resend it in case you don't find it.
Yes, ma'am. I will check today. If I want, I'll just ask, or else I'll
Let
take
me
from
know.
the group.
Sure. Muskan
I
is
think
just
she has
checking.
left. I think only we two are there.
Muskan is joining. She said she's facing some problems to rejoin,
Okay.
so she'll join because of the video. So what is the most important topic you found is really helpful in this yoga life coaching classes? Let's hear some feedback from you. In the meantime, they join.
Ma'am, I feel that whatever you said, how to avoid this, as I said, I have, that is what I say. What I said is that, what is that called? How to control our emotions, and this one, like, as you ask us to write in the slate and write in a notebook, or whiteboarding techniques. The techniques, I think it feel all the whatever the techniques you said, not only the whiteboard, but other techniques also, I felt as per life coaching, it is very good for us as a coach to make ourselves better to handle a person.
Yeah.
I felt that technique is very good, and and also the breathing pattern you said, no, that 4-8-4-8-4, that was also very good. So see, at the beginning, when they taught me as pranayama, this breathing practice, I don't know how the counting this inhalation and exhalation was somewhat, because they said first 7 and 8, and as much as you can hold, give a pause. It was confusing for me, and I was not able to do that, because it depends on everyone's individuality, right? Like body, this one. So I could not able to, I cannot say I cannot do it. I cannot understand what it is. This technique, I think I was comfortable.
Okay.
And I was able to do. Now I'm able to do 8 counts continuously. If we are starting in the
So
first
4,
one.
8, 8, 4 you are doing right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Comfortably. Good.
And now I'm using 6, 10, 12, and 12, 6.
Okay, wow, very nice. Good. That's a good thing. So idea is to reach.
The goal is I want to reach 10.
Yeah. 10, 20, 20. The goal should be 16, 32, 32, 16. Okay.
16, 32, 32, 16.
That's complete Sudarshan Kriya then.
Okay. Okay.
Then you will be able to see lot many changes in you. If you keep practicing it for 21 days, Sudarshan Kriya completely, with 16,
Okay.
32, 32, 16, then entire body will take complete change.
I will
Not
be
just
definitely.
body.
I will definitely do, ma'am, because I'm getting
Let me know.
15 minutes
Yeah,
left.
later on, even if you are not in these classes, whenever you are able to do that, you have phone numbers and all. Please keep
Yes.
sharing your progress in between.
Sure, ma'am. Anyway, I'm not going to leave you, ma'am. I'm going to do as I told you that what is it? I'm going to continue that practice. What I was asking you for, ma'am.
Reiki?
Reiki. Yes. So I'm
Okay.
not going to leave you.
No, don't. Nobody leaves me, so there is nothing. I don't leave also my students. Even it's really important to maintain relationship. All right, Muskan, ready? Shall we start? We just have 20 minutes left, so that's too quickly. You're on mute.
I think you're mute.
I'm not able to hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's
Ma'am,
start, right? You are my
yes.
client. You have come to meet me, so I'm just going to ask you question, and you have to answer it that way, right?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So hi, Muskan. How are you doing today?
Hi, Archana, ma'am. I'm doing very fine today. How are you?
I'm also doing good. So tell me, what brings you to us?
I have a lot of skin problems. I have pimple problems. I mean,
Hmm.
I get my skin gets very dull, and sometimes I have constipation, and
Hmm.
I want to be I want to leave my overthinking habit. Want to leave my habit of overthinking.
Hmm.
So I want to get consistent with my meditations.
Okay. So let's take it one by one. What do you think is more important problem right now which you are facing? Is it pimples which is creating problem or overthinking?
Overthinking.
All right. So let's talk about overthinking today. Will you be okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how do you started to feel that you are overthinking?
W- even the small and smallest thing, I start to think and think and think. It is
Hmm.
not a big thing. It is very small, but I make it a big thing.
Okay. Can you give me some example?
Uh,
Any
uh,
latest thing that you were doing?
okay, like for example, exams.
Hmm.
It okay, I know I can do it, but I'll start overthinking that no, I won't do it. अभी हो जाएगा, I'll get failed and I won't be able to pass the exam, और फिर exam नहीं होएगा तो ये नहीं होएगा, ये नहीं होएगा तो ये नहीं होएगा.
Hmm. Okay. How do you think that this problem has started? Since how long?
Since past 1-2
Any
years,
vague idea? You don't have to go back in the journey.
wo-
Any time when you feel that it actually started from there.
last 1 to 2 years.
Okay. And any particular incident which happened because of which it started happening?
Yes, there were incidents in my family, and I think I've started thinking I was a very chill person.
Hmm.
I didn't used to think too much about things, but some incidents happened, and from that period on, okay, that incident happened. Okay, I didn't think too much about it, but from that incident, hopes came to me that okay, now things will fine, now things will be fine, now things will be fine, but those hopes were never fulfilled. I mean, my hopes were crashed every time. So I think losing hope every time came, that thing, I think because of that thing I started overthinking.
Okay. So because of losing hope, you felt this particular way, right? And tell me, has it really created a problem in your studies also?
No,
Okay, you are able to study properly. Your
even better.
results have, right. So that means the concentration is not a problem. It's just that you start overthinking about any small thing.
Yes. uh,
Okay. And why do you think it's a big problem? Everybody overthinks.
No, because I wasn't this person before, and I want to be that person that I was.
And what do you think is stopping you from being that person?
I don't know.
Nothing, any idea? Just think about it. What is it? What comes to your mind if you want to go back to being the same person? What comes to your mind at that point in time?
I
Or
think
are
when
you
I
scared? Anything, matlab. I'm just giving you
yes, I think
ideas.
I'm scared that whatever I'll do, it won't happen. I won't be able to do. If even if I will do it, it won't happen. I
Okay.
think positivity somewhere.
Has taken a toll. Okay. So if I give you some positive exercises to do you think you will be able to devote time to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And what you have to do initially is that whenever all these things or any thoughts that is coming to your mind at that point in time, whatever time it is, right, just start taking a note of all those things. Create it, write it, and put it there in the journal. Even if it is happening 20 times in a day, try and record it. If not possible on a copy and a pen, just try and do it maybe on notes in the phone. Right? So that at least whatever is coming, exact thought which came to your mind, which you're calling as overthinking or whatever it is, and you can share it with me later on. And I want to go through that, right? At least do it for 3-4 days and see. Another thing you are going to do when you're writing all this down, just tell these thoughts to go away from your mind and speak it loudly. Say that I don't want these thoughts to come in my mind. I want you to go away. Leave me alone, whatever way you want to. Right? The funniest way I tried to do it was to shoo it away. जैसे हम unwanted dog को हटा देते हैं ना, go, something like that. So just do that way, right? Anything that works for you, just try and do it, and then we will see from there what are the things that is how is the impact of these exercises. And tell me about the breathing exercises that we gave in the classes. Were you able to do that?
Yes, ma'am. That 6-3-6-6-3. Yeah, that was effective. I do that every night.
Every night. Start doing it in the morning hours also.
Okay, ma'am.
Right, especially empty stomach.
I think it works good in the morning, ma'am. Normally.
Yeah. At any point in time, whenever you have got them, right, just try and do this.
Okay, ma'am.
You don't have to take bath. You don't have to. There is no such fundamentals. There is nothing that you are doing a puja and you have to take shower and brush your teeth and then do it. The moment you are awake, even if you are on the bed, just do that. Yeah, but just go and fresh yourself so that your tummy is also clear, and then do this practice. Right, at least minimum for 5 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
And slowly, gradually increase. 3-6-6-3 से 4-8-8-4 पे.
When we do this meditation, this breathing one, okay, when I do it with the clock, तब तो I can do it normally कि okay normal मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसको, phases are flow exactly with the flow, but when I do it on my own, it is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6.
That's okay. You can do 1 2 3 4 5 6 also faster, but create the same pace.
You have an app
so for example,
which app is that?
I have an app. If you want, I will send it in the group. Yes, I have downloaded one. So it just give the sound, tick tick sound, only that.
Yeah,
so
that's all.
the calculation will be more easy when we manually do it, and when you have that, that is somewhat comfortable. Right. And I'm doing it for 10 minutes, ma'am. I could not do for 15 minutes, but I'm doing it for 10 minutes.
Start with 5 minutes continuously, then 10 minutes gradually, then 15 minutes. So
yes, I started with 5 minutes, then I try to increase it. Now I'm giving an alarm for 10 minutes. So normally I wake up by 4 o'clock. Now I'm waking up at 3:45 for this.
And whenever you have these thoughts which are disturbing, which are any point in time, these are negative thoughts of any kinds, whether it is about overthinking or any such negative thoughts just coming to our mind, try and do these exercises. So this breathing technique, which obviously is called pranayam. So pranayam ka meaning here is that it leaves away everything behind and it takes your attention to your prana, which is your sans, right? So your shwas will actually take you to positivity, and it does help. Right? It has helped. I cannot even tell you how many clients of mine who were facing stress and anxiety problems have gotten help from this particular technique. And they come and say that, we don't actually need to do anything else. We are just okay with continuously doing this.
Yes, ma'am. Even it helps to control our emotions too. When I
All
try
emotions,
I
right? It is basically, see, it's in our Upanishads, in our Vedas, Shivai have said that this is a technique which can take you to the divinity. So when you are going towards divinity, right, though it may sound philosophical, it may sound difficult, but for me, divinity is that, I have a friend who is Shiva or who is Ganesha or any other god with whom I can share my thoughts very openly. I may not have a best friend with whom I can be what I am, but he's my best friend. So,
same
this is
for
how
me also, ma'am.
right? So
Same for me also.
this is
So
how it should work.
whatever I think, whatever I have a comment, I will say, see what is this? I will talk as if I'm talking to my friend, to the God. So that is
Correct.
my way of devotion to the God.
Yes. So these two things that you have to do very continuously, right? So now coming back to the entire thing. So tell me how you were a carefree person when before this incident happened. What were the 3 best things that you used to do, or you remember doing?
You're muted.
You're muted. Can't hear.
I always forget. I always used to forgive and forget very easily. I used to let go of things. I never used to think too much of an incident. Okay, ho gaya to ho gaya. And I never did any. I never had any regrets.
Mm-hmm.
I always have had this thing कि जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. I still have that thing in my heart that जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. But I think I am somehow lost. I have somehow lost that track थोड़ा सा. I want to get back.
So that's what I'm saying. 3 things important that you were. Not these thoughts about, not about these thoughts that you have. I'm just talking about as a personality, what was Muskan? And what do you remember the most about missing that Muskan?
Carefree. Oh,
You were carefree, okay.
positive.
Okay.
Yeah, carefree, positive.
Third thing?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. And what are your strengths today that you think that will help you become positive again? Same. Let's talk about 3 strengths of Muskan.
That I am very patient.
Mhm.
That now I know that I am much more powerful than I used to be. Thing
Your
happened, like you
voice.
told me that whenever a problem comes, you maximize your strength. So I had a situation where I maximized my strength, and now I feel that I am much. Yes, now there is a lot of network issue today. Even I'm not able to.
Yeah, it is showing that your network bandwidth is low. It's okay. If you can switch
Yes.
off the camera, that's okay. You can speak in case it goes again. Yeah, can you repeat what you said last point?
Yes, ma'am. So now I know that I am much more powerful than I used to be. Powerful, as in like you told us that whenever the problem comes, you maximize your strength. So I had a situation where I had to maximize my strength, and now I know that I am a lot more powerful than I thought I am. So now
Okay.
I think of that situation, whatever bad comes to me. Now I think of that situation that if I can handle that, I can handle anything in my life.
Wonderful. Yeah, so that courage is there. Yeah? We don't call it powerful, but we will call it courage that you have.
Courage. Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So do you think
So
you can use
courage.
this courage, yeah, or maybe this power that you have in you with patience? Can you really take away overthinking problem from your life?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Right. And how long will you take to do that?
I don't know.
Just an idea. Suppose you're starting it from today onwards with these two exercises that I've told you to do. Just
A
imagine.
week.
Yeah. A week?
Actually, I overthink more near my periods. I
That
start
happens
crying on
with
everything.
everybody. That has nothing to do with you. So PMS is a problem that's hormonal. We can't really take control of it. But there is a very beautiful asana which is called butterfly pose. It really helps to take the stress away during periods.
Yes, ma'am.
Just keep doing. Anytime when you are
Okay,
in
ma'am, I'll
stress,
try that.
yeah. It's a wonderful asana. So butterfly asana mein, what you do is then you take both the feet together, right?
Yes, ma'am, I know.
Yeah, and you start fluttering your legs, like folded legs. So don't
Feet
flutter it
touching
too
each other.
fast.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
don't do it too fast. What you can do is once that both the feet you have your hands on, keep those feet very clear to your pelvis, very near to your
Yes, ma'am.
pelvis, right? And hold on to that pose for a longer period of time. Your knees should be here, just next to your shoulders.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Okay,
not
ma'am.
able to show you. I won't be able to show you here today. What I'll do is I'll send you the picture of me
Okay,
doing
ma'am.
that, right? So just hold on to that pose for as long as possible, then stretch it back down and then again hold.
All right, ma'am.
So you're fluttering, but you're fluttering in a very slow motion. And that slow motion will give you so much relief if you feel pain in your PMS, if you feel stress in your PMS, whatever problems related to PMS, it will go away.
Okay, ma'am.
Try and do that, and then let me know the results. When are your next
Yes, ma'am.
periods? Yeah.
It is on 4 or 6.
So somewhere near where I will also have. So good. So just let me know, then I'll remember it. Yeah.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
let me know how it is going.
I'll let you know.
Right.
Yes.
So we'll start with what are the things that I've told you to do. Let's do a recap.
I have to note down all the things, but I have to note down all the things whenever these overthinking things come to me. I'll note down everything. I'll do that breathing exercise every morning. I'll download that app, and I'll for my PMS I will do this exercise.
One thing is you have to speak it loudly and throw it away like shoe.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I have to
Yes.
show it away.
Every negative thought, it's for everyone, right? So Rakhi ko to hota hi nahi hai. So Jyoti and Muskan, anytime when you are facing any negative trouble, any negative thing that comes to your mind, just it's very important to remind yourself that you are strong, you have that strength, and you are courageous to get away from this, right? So
Yes,
the power is in you. So you have to remind your brain every now and then that you are more powerful than your brain. Right? So you
yes,
have the
ma'am.
control button in your hand, like it's like a remote control. Right? So whosoever has a remote control has the power. Right? So you are the powerful one, you have the remote control in your hand, and you will control your brain. And it's with practice it becomes much more easier. I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. Right, I told you, I think I shared this example that I was very short tempered, and how I had people who see me, because it's because of the people I get to know that how much I have changed. You don't notice the change in yourself so fast. But when people meet me from maybe 10 years back, now they meet me, they say that you are a completely different personality altogether. Right? So even if your career is same, you're working in the same field, but something have been taken away from you, which was not really required in your body, you start shining. Right? So it's just that when our inside is happy, that happiness reflects on our face. Right? So it's not just about the beauty. That's why people say that your internal beauty should be there. So internal beauty is basically you're keeping your soul content. Right? So that's what you have to do. So these are the three things we'll start with, and then we will introduce some more asanas later on. Some more
Okay, ma'am.
techniques and some more asanas. But you have not done whiteboarding technique, right?
No, ma'am.
You have to do that. You have to let go of that incident, whatever it was.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Try
It's
and do
not
that.
like No, it's not like it's like मुझे भी होता है. It happens to everyone, and I'm like
But
whenever
you're a
I
more
thought कि
positive person, na?
yes,
That's
ma'am.
why.
Whenever I thought के situations are not in my hand or I'm feeling very low or less confident, so I means the second thought came to my mind is like I'm going to nail it just. So it's
So see,
it's
that's what,
helped me
no?
to
So
boost my confidence. Yes.
yes, because you have that power in you that you can tell your mind and brain that, you know, I am more powerful. So I'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yeah, very good. Right, Muskan? So share with me in case you're not feeling comfortable. See, sharing in a group obviously becomes difficult. If you want to do that
Yes,
exercise with me one on one, we will be able to do that. So don't worry about those things. I'm not going to judge for that session.
thank you so much, ma'am.
I'll do that. See, it's very important. I was telling, I think maybe I was just thinking about it once that, you know, your age is such age where you should not have these things in your brain. I know
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I had a similar kind of incident. I'm not sure what incident you had, but yes, with a very, very close family member. And it disturbed my entire life for 2 3 years. And I was not able to take it out from my mind. But and it gave very negative memories. You know, even now, even I think about it, I still feel tears. And it obviously brings that overwhelming thing. But because it has gone from my mind, I have forgiven that person completely. So I don't think about it in that sense. It just comes as a lesson that yeah, that happened. It's okay. But
Yes, ma'am.
how and what it shaped me, how my personality shaped after that, how I changed myself is basically a journey to talk about. So you will be able to do that. And at such age, you don't have to do that. Trust me. From our experiences, we can tell you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try.
For sure, yeah. So let me know whenever you want that session and we'll give you time and then we will do that.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome. Yeah. Anytime. Okay, so कल मिलते हैं सुबह 7:30. We will do these mock sessions again, like we did it with Muskan. If you have any problems, I'll give you this session one by one to each one of you, and then we will do some more about some other technique of meditation I've thought about for this particular session tomorrow. I'll take you through that relaxation and meditation technique also. Right?
Okay.
So prepare
Thank-
yourself, ask a lot of questions.
Sure, ma'am.
I will be asking questions basically, and then you will have to answer those questions. But be prepared with one problem that you really want the solution for. Fiction or real. Totally up to you.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome, Muskan. Yeah. All
Thank you,
right.
ma'am.
Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so